Hey everybody, welcome back to my Eurovision React Review channel. So I'm currently sit in a very informal way just because my setup has been left since Sunday night where I recorded an episode with Eurovision Tea because I was unwell at the weekend and it just was the best way to do it. So what I really want to do, because I was ill yesterday so I wasn't able to catch up with Eurovision, is I went into work today and I've rushed home because I just want to catch up with things that happened on Saturday night with MGP in Norway. So unfortunately I didn't watch it. In the end, I went out and took part in extracurricular activities. But nonetheless, I'm pretty sure I know who kind of went through. That's the thing about being part of social media platforms, is nothing's a secret anymore. Everything is announced. So I'm pretty sure I know the three that went through. But nonetheless, I just want to check out all 6 performances, and obviously particularly the 3 performances of those that went through, to see if visually, based on the performance, I believe that we've got an MGP winner and moreover a potential contender at Eurovision. Okay, let's start with Gothminister. So this was in my personal top 3 after studio listen. Interesting concept already. Do you know what? After I reacted to the studio versions, I did go away and listen to this one a couple more times because there was a part of me I was like, I think I do like that song, but I think ultimately something obviously came over me where I was told, Shane, you're not supposed to like this song. Really infectious hook. Interesting concept. So is the concept, are we now going to understand what comes out of the bed? I can't remember necessarily the lyrics, but they were somewhat creepy. Made even more creepier with utilising a young person with a dollhouse. This is creepy. I wasn't expecting... This is freaky. I wasn't expecting this staging. There's like a narrative concept, right? I just expected a band. So the girls become possessed. I like the song. Like, I genuinely like the song. I don't know, I was expecting something a bit more... I mean, I'm entertained. Look, what is it? It's 2 minutes and 56. So one thing that I did say, which still runs true watching this live, it does get slightly repetitive. I feel we could have wrapped this up about 10 seconds ago. I'm sure the backing vocalist, bless her heart, is a close friend and as a result wants the stage to be shared with. The backing singer can just be on the side. We don't need to see the backing singer, right? I'm not necessarily sure whether that adds anything, and it also becomes slightly distracting. I'm actually... I don't know. I think I was expecting more, I guess, Lordy, hard rock, hallelujah, band, strobe lighting. I didn't expect to be told a story. But I think evidently the visual story kind of helps me a little bit with the lyrics, because I have come away after like a second or third listen being like, yeah, is this song a little kind of confusing? And moreover, does it make sense evidently, or have you got to really kind of piece things together? So as a result, I guess this narrative of the visual helps you. I'm aware that this one qualified, right? So I'm not necessarily surprised. That was entertaining. It was entertaining. I also really appreciate his costume, what he's wearing. Okay, good. Yeah, good. Okay, I didn't put Margaret Berger through, but I'm aware that she is through. I think she was in a lot of people's top 3. Just wasn't massively sold on the chorus. I'm hoping that we get a bit more colour in a second. Warmth. I just don't necessarily think it's like an MGP winner. I've seen some people really rave about this song. Do you know what, seeing this live and seeing her perform this live, it is like she's giving that kind of dark edge onto what I perceive to be a pop number. It's just, it has the makings of something that I should really gel and get on board with. I'm just not a massive fan of the chorus. But I'm enjoying the choreography. The performance is slick. I think it's dark. A bit too dark. Yeah, I just... not overly convinced. But when it gets to this part of the song... because since my reaction, I have listened to these songs more than once since. And I kind of realise that I like the last chorus where there's more of a vocal. Well, there is in the studio version. There. It's professional. Visually, it looks good. I'm convinced. Yeah, like, it's a nice little number. It's a nice little number. It just... Oh, Ingrid, wait 2 seconds. I just think in the past, like, I think... was it 2 years ago? Where there was lots... Well, even last year, there was lots of kind of pop... This is a bit more credible pop, I get that. But, like... I'm kind of used to in MGP the last 2 years of kind of upbeat female numbers just not getting through. And I just think those songs that didn't get through, for me, I feel are slightly stronger than that song just because they have more of a presence and are more immediate and are more of an earworm. I just think that song's okay. I think that song's okay. I think that's fair. But like I said, there are people out there that absolutely love it, which is fine. Right, Ingrid. So I had this song through. I like the traditional elements of this song, although I had a reservation over the fact that it was only... Okay, so it's still only 2 minutes and 30, because someone raised something which I hadn't thought about. Any studio version that's like 2:30 could be made up in the live performance with like a dance break or something, but obviously that's... Breathe, Shane, that's not been done. So I've seen stills of this performance. There's backing dancers, right? Which I did not foresee. Yeah. Okay, I love it. It actually works. I was wondering how this was going to work with backing dancers. I just thought she was going to stand there with a microphone. Or moreover, what was the song? Eurovision 2006, was it? Oh my gosh, Christine Gould. Anyway, I thought I was going to get that sort of performance, but I think I'm going to get something a bit more contemporary and fresh, which I think is a good thing. I genuinely was not expecting choreography. I was not expecting this at all. I just never imagined when I listened to the studio version that they would do a production like this. I didn't hear a sound that would allow this. See, I'm a little bit obsessed with this. In a good way. This is my favourite so far, easy. And actually, I think this song could do well for Norway. I think this song could do well for Norway. I'm really upset I didn't watch that live on Saturday night. I would have absolutely lost my... in a very, very good way. But sitting here, recovering from being ill, I'm sitting this and watching this very, 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 very happy. Wouldn't say ecstatic. I don't know if I've got the energy to be ecstatic. But I loved that. And the reason why I loved that is because I was absolutely surprised. I was not expecting anything. I wasn't expecting anything that looked remotely like that. That's easily my favourite. That deserves to be in the final for sure. Right, this was my least favourite on Listen. One Man Show! That's what I remember. Live vocally, I'm impressed. I did think with the studio version this would be a hard song to sing. How many props do they want? Lots. But that note sung live sounds much better than the studio version. The studio version, just that high note, just did something that just kind of, my body was just like, had an evolutionary reaction, i.e. like, fight or flight. I mean, harmless. She's doing well with this vocal. Don't want to be patronising, I'm sure she's like a talented lady. But I had my doubts listening to the studio. Well, they've certainly added lots of visual elements to keep our eyes entertained. Got your props, you got a costume change. One Man Show. This is actually better than I thought it was going to be. There we go, you got computerised visuals for you, just in case you were starting to switch off. Air guitar. I'm going to applaud this lady for hitting these notes. Why am I starting to like this? Oops. I think it's just high energy. I'm like a child at school who can't concentrate and then something comes on and I'm like... That, can I also just say, hold on a minute, Myra. That exceeded my expectations 100-fold. I was not expecting to enjoy that. That was alright. I kind of want to watch that one again. Right, okay, this is who I had instead of Margaret Berger. But just because the song made me feel a bit like Carly Rae Jepsen, a happy song. I didn't realise that actually this person's a rapper by trade, so I don't know why they've gone down the route of singing. Anyway, so I know that this hasn't qualified, so let's watch this and see maybe why. I like this song. This makes me happy. Okay, so obviously my job is now trying to work out, because I like the song, why this song did not qualify. Ow. There is not enough contrast there in regards to what they're wearing, in regards to what's in the background as well. It all kind of blends in. Interesting visual. Do you remember the Charlotte Perrelli, I was the girl that got lost? I remember watching that thinking there's something quite wrong with that staging as well. She just started and it just made me think of Charlotte Perrelli. Okay. It's a dark pink colour, like maybe like a neon pink colour or something. Because this song just makes me smile. What is it about MGP and dark staging? Who had dark staging 2 years ago? I was listening to that the other day. What's that song again? Hasta la Vista, Alexandra Jonna. That song was really dark. And I was like, why is this song so dark? Love feels so good. Deny it. Limited to no creativity with the staging in comparison to what we've had so far. So it's no surprise. Ooh, unless something happens now. I love this instrument. I'm still going to listen to this song, irrespective of the result. I'm quite interested, like, in the sense of, does each act bring their own creative minds to the production, or does NRK, is NRK, right? Do they produce all of the songs, i.e. objectively and equally? Because this one feels like it hasn't been thought through as well as the other ones. I like this song. I will say, state the obvious, like, vocally, I think we've heard better vocals, but I'm also a bit dubious about talking about vocals because I know that there is the option of autotune, and I don't know whether acts announce officially whether they use it or not. So I'm not going to bring in vocals, although I did. So you would expect a burst of colour then, right? I'm really disappointed. So good, can't deny it. Higher, hearts on fire. Honestly, go and watch Alexandra Jonna Hasta la Vista. You'll know what I mean about dark staging. They're super dark now. I really like this song. I'm really disappointed this is not in the final. Fire love, find it, feels so good. Who came up with pink and purple as a colour theme for this song? There we go, we got some light now. Well, her performance is infectious. She looks like she's enjoying it. To say I'm disappointed that that did not go through is an understatement. Right, last one, Fredrik Halland. This is your man with the piano that had a song that sounded like it should be in a musical, from memory. It's a nice song, safe song. Shadows, the shadows. You need me. 5. I feel sorry for this guy because all the other songs, there's so many things going on. They're like a visual treat for the eye. But this is just a nice song, complemented by decent visuals. Keep you stranded. I think this is a good song. I kind of read it off after listening to it first time round. I haven't really listened to it since. Personal tastes, after everything I've seen today, I really would put this through over Margaret Berger. I think this is, it's a better song for my ears, Margaret Berger's more experimental pop, edgier pop, bit more current and fresh, less predictable. Yes, so this is obviously predictable to the max. But nonetheless, that was a really, really nice 3 minutes. And I do think after watching those 6, in all seriousness, I guess the right 3 went through. I'm not saying that to be politically correct because those are the ones that did go through. But ultimately, they did seem to be the standouts. For me, I was fully aware that Myra's song was throwaway pop. It wasn't anything original. And moreover, seeing the performance, I'm not necessarily sure that deserved to go through based on that. Women's Show was elevated in my opinion, but did it deserve a place in the final over the 3 that went through? No. So I'm feeling a little sorry for your man there, because on personal taste, like I genuinely think Gothminister, and I genuinely think Aya, there's a song, they're definitely deserve to go through. Both of them are extremely memorable. Both of those performances are kind of, they've got a concept. I do think Gothminister is a little bit repetitive at the end. I possibly would have put Fredrik through over Margaret Berger. That's my personal taste, but I think ultimately what Margaret Berger did with that staging and that way that they choreographed it, and I think basically complemented what a lot of people perceive to be a really, really solid pop song. I just think on listen, now I've listened to that live, I kind of want to go away and listen to that one a little bit more. But I think for me, I had to go back to the name. I'd forgotten the name. But for me, I feel the winner of this one is Ingrid. But I think that, I don't know whether that's because I'm not over the surprise of how good that looked visually. And it just wasn't what I was expecting. But do you know what? Watching that, because a lot of people said that semi-final 1 was the weaker semi-final. I can't wait to listen to semi-final 2 and semi-final 3. I've yet to do that. But watching semi-final 1, I'm excited for the next 2 semi-finals. Yes. Yeah. So those are my thoughts. Please let me know what you think. Did the right 3 go through? Which 3 would you put through? Let me know in the comments below. And yes, I will be, probably this evening, I will catch up with semi-final 2, because obviously that's happening this Saturday. I best do that quite quickly. And put that on my channel ASAP. But yeah, if you're here and you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. Click the notification button so you're informed if and when I post videos. And until next time, stay safe.